I went to school in Crown Heights. That's where I am right now in front of 770 Eastern Parkway, which is the headquarters of Chabad Lubavitch, the sect in which I grew up in Orthodox Judaism. I went to school here, but I also visited here many times growing up. So today I'm going to take you around the neighborhood before I go have dinner with my friend Esther. You guys know that we have a little series going on talking about Judaism, so be sure to check out my other videos. You guys have asked me if I've ever been recognized, like just walking on the street, and I was actually just recognized by this girl that I grew up with, like with my family and stuff. She was like, "Do you recognize me?" I'm like, "Yeah, I recognize you." So I do get recognized, but not super often. So in this neighborhood, they also have their own police and ambulance force. So this is the ambulance called Hatzela. And they also work with like real police and stuff like that, but like they're part of the NYPD. So this is 770 Eastern Parkway, like the original building where people pray, and the rabbi used to come here and work from here and bless people and things like that. And upstairs there is the women's section, and then downstairs is the entrance to the men's section. So here's a better view. I am filming on my phone, you guys, so I hope the quality is good. And then that's a Jewish museum behind the tree here. So in the month of October, which is called Tishrei, it's like when all the high holy days are here. This is packed. There are like barricades so that people don't go in the street. Like so many people come to Crown Heights, but right now it's just like normal except for construction. So this is the main street, Kingston Avenue. Many of these stores have been here since I was a kid. Like Sweet Expressions is like a sweet store with ice cream. And then this hosiery store, the liquor store. So Judaica World is where they sell like books and stuff. That one has been there also since I was young. So this is Roskin's fish store. This has been here also since I was young. So this is the bakery. They have really good donuts. I think we're gonna go inside and see. Oh, I guess it's no longer a bakery. Last time it was, so I don't know what's going on here. So this is the kosher symbol that like certifies that it's kosher, but yeah, I don't know what happened. I guess it doesn't exist anymore. So this is a mitzvah tank that Jews take to go like help other Jews light Sabbath candles and pray and things like that, because Chabad's whole mission is outreach to help not religious Jews like find their Judaism again. And this is President Street, which is like the most expensive street. I don't know if it still is, but it has like the biggest houses, the fanciest houses. There's also a synagogue behind that bus called Free. So this is the building where people go become rabbis and just study and things like that. It's called Tamchei Tmimim. It's been here for years. And then you have like a catering. You have another Judaica store on the corner over there. We're gonna go there now so I can show you a little bit closer up. So I believe my dad also went to Tamchei Tmimim, the building across the street that I just showed you, as a part of his studies, just for a few years or something like that, to become a rabbi. But a lot of Chabad people are rabbis because it's just like part of your education. So this is the Judaic store that's been here also since I was a kid. Like we can go inside so I can show you. Everything's like really expensive, but you have like a lot of silver things like candlesticks and cups for like wine and menorahs and things like that. I'll just show you in the window some of the pieces that are here. They just sell like charity boxes, like where you put money for charity, candlesticks, things for honey for the high holy days. And inside you can see a little bit like cups, things like that. So now I turn left onto Carroll, and I'm gonna try that again. So now I turn left onto Carroll Street, and this is just a bunch of residential homes, also very expensive. Welcome to New York. I actually knew a girl who lived, I think, on this street or on President, but I'm gonna show you where I went to school. It's a couple blocks down. So if I wanted to live in New York in this neighborhood, I think I would want to live here or on President Street if I had enough money. That was also like a Jewish ambulance car that helps ambulances and emergencies, and medical emergencies had just passed. I remember walking down this street every day to go to school, and there was this lady. I don't know if she was like a babysitter or a nanny or something like that, but I would say good morning to her every day, and she would not say good morning to me because I'm from Wisconsin and New York. People are like not that friendly. But eventually I did get her to say good morning to me. I also remember walking to school sometimes and it was so cold. Like in New York, it would get so cold. Not as cold as in Wisconsin, but still really cold walking to school. And I had like wet hair and my hair would freeze, so it'd be like all crunchy. So there was a family who lived in one of those houses. They had a lot of kids, and their mom actually had a kid when she was like 50 years old, which is, you know, pretty old to have kids, but you know, in Orthodox Judaism, you just keep having kids. I shall say in Ultra-Orthodox Judaism, so you guys don't come after me. So now we're approaching the school, and in one of these homes, I can't remember, maybe this one or this one is where my principal lived. Yeah, he also had a bunch of kids and very interesting dynamics. Not gonna get into it. So it may not look super big from the outside, but it goes pretty far down. But I don't remember which number, but it was really close to the school. So one of these. So this is a school. They actually expanded since I went to school. I think they built 1 or 2 more floors. I think one. There were 2 floors, like a ground floor and then upstairs. And this is the entrance. All this security stuff was never here before, so I guess it's new. And yeah, the facade of the building has definitely been upgraded since I went here. But it says in Hebrew, Beis Chayamushka, the house of Chayamushka. Chayamushka was the rabbi's wife. And yeah, that's the school. There was a rooftop on top, like where there was a playground and stuff. I don't know if it's still there because they did expand up instead of out. So the school has a bunch of buses that take kids to school. I did not take the bus to school, I walked. But I did take the bus for like school field trips and stuff like that. And this is a girls' school, by the way. Girls and boys study separately in Orthodox, Ultra-Orthodox Judaism. But this is the building. So apparently they opened up another sweet shop, like the one on Kingston that I showed you guys at the beginning of the shopping street. And this one is right across the street from the school, but I'm going to show you guys where I always got bagels. And now I see they still have like the terrace on the top where they had like slides and, you know, just like a park. So these are just a bunch of businesses and homes and everything. And then at the end, there's Buncho Bagels. It is closed right now because we are here at like 6 o'clock, but they have pretty good bagels. And I used to get like the spicy peppers that were, how do you call them? Jarred? Canned? They were pretty good. So here it is, Buncho Bagels. I wish I could have shown you guys inside and gotten a bagel, but I did get one for breakfast in a different neighborhood in New York. But yeah, you can order, get bagels, sit inside. It's usually very busy, but it's very good. And if there's a Jew living and working in a building, there's always this scroll in a box. It's called a mezuzah, and it's like a prayer inside that protects the building from harm. If you like this kind of content and the other content I put out, don't forget to subscribe, you guys, and leave a comment with what questions you have. Oh, I see my brother coming up the street. Anyway, I'm gonna try to film more of like my evening going to the restaurant, but I'm not sure how much I can film. So the video might end here. We'll see. So this is the headquarters of OK, which is another like kosher certification that you'll see on a lot of food in America. In Europe, you don't see it as much, but in America, you see it everywhere. But they have OK, which is located here, and then you have like OU and things like that. Super off topic, but I just saw this car that literally had a bullet hole in it, but then the guy came and is like driving the car away. Literally, he's literally driving the car away right as we speak. So I couldn't film it. So I'm on the corner of Albany and Montgomery, and I actually lived in this building for a while with this really old lady who always had like spoiled food in her fridge and cockroaches when I first went to New York for school when I was 12. Let me see if I can get into the building. But that girl who recognized me at the beginning of my video, I didn't put her in the video obviously, but she also used to live in this building. Let's walk into this time capsule. It's a really old building. And the interior has always been really old. I don't think I can get in, but yeah. You can see through the glass. It's still literally the same as it was when I was a kid. And that big building there is a boys' school called Lubavitcher Yeshiva. And it also hosts weddings and events and things like that because boys and girls go to separate schools. So this is one of the grocery stores. It's called Kol Tuv, which means all is good, everything is good, and it's been here since I was a kid. There are multiple grocery stores. My aunt used to live upstairs, like in the back of these buildings, and that place with all the Hebrew letters is a mikvah, which is like a Jewish ritual bath. This pizza place has been here since I was a kid, but my brother told me that apparently it doesn't taste that good anymore. So this is a meat store, and apparently they have a restaurant now, which is brand new. Like this used to be only like a butcher where you can get meat. It's completely new inside since I was a kid. And they have a dining upstairs. It actually smells really good. It looks really good. And they got all fancy now with like dry aging and everything. This did not exist when I was young. In case you're wondering about kosher prices, this is 0.79 of a pound, so like 3/4 of a pound for $15.79 plus tax, obviously, because tax is not included. Anyone want some meat? Well, that's an expensive piece of meat. So they got all fancy, and now you can order with the screen and everything, and prepared foods. Like this used to be only meat. Obviously, the bacon onion jam is not real bacon because, you know, kosher. It's probably like turkey or something. So if you want to get this food, this is how much it costs, and you can pay with a credit card or with cash at the register. Yep, if you ever wondered how much it costs to eat in like a kosher place, here you go. Okay, you guys, I'm back with Esther, my filming partner online, but now we're here in real life. Say hi. Hey. Anyways, we're going out for dinner, so don't forget to subscribe so that you can pay for our dinner. Just kidding, not really kidding. But for reals, we actually don't make any money from this channel or from sharing about Judaism, but it would be cool if we did. Anyways, say hi to Esther. We're going out for dinner, you guys. See you later. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, as I said 10 times. But thank you for being here. Bye. So we just got some food. We ordered fries with ketchup and some wings, and then we all got burgers, and Esther got like a bowl.